according to people that are saying that this is what's facts is that this is a non-idealizing, something like that.
Ionizing?
Correct. Ionizing.
Ionizing, meaning that
Ionizing.
how you say it? Just say it for me.
What he said.
Yeah, whatever he said. That word, right?
That too. That's what he'd be doing.
Yo, so let me ask y'all, what's all this craziness about 5G?
Oh boy.
Oh, that's a nice segue. I like that.
Well, y'all get it started and I'll give you the facts.
I don't know. Like, people really losing it over this 5G thing. Meanwhile, in my neighborhood, I can't even get 4G.
What's that?
What is it? Oh, that's Switch. It's TikTok.
Who's not dancing though? Who's not dancing though?
Oh,
who's not dancing
That's a
though?
throwback. That's last year. That's last year.
Man.
Yo, what is that? You doing the R&B spin?
Yo, my man. Don't tell me I didn't see what I saw. I'll pull your card.
That's my first video on TikTok. I had to introduce the world to me, man.
This guy spinning and everything.
I tried to. There was one that I did, but I took it down though, because I'm trying to go viral like Chris, man. Chris be having like 1 million views and all that.
He's
man.
the GOAT. Your man's the GOAT.
Yeah.
You know he's been doing it for years. Your man was on what's that other joint?
Vine.
Yeah.
Well, they're stealing his comedy.
Everybody's stealing. I'm gonna call him out. King Bach bit off of him. Who's the other cat that bit off of him?
Some lady, wasn't it? Some lady.
Mad comedians are biting off of Chris, man. And that's kind of foul because they don't even give him like the head nod, like, yo, you know,
right?
You know what I mean? It's like, oh, you know, everybody doing it. Like,
yeah, that's whack.
You gonna bite off the sidewalk, you know?
And they're not even. It's like his own original.
Right, because he flip it. Flip it. Everybody do it one way, and then here come Chris, and he flip it, and he do it his own way, and then
they doing that. They biting in.
And then
they just take it. They take it. They're like, oh, I got a bigger following than him, or I got a bigger buzz, or whatever. And then they.
But what's crazy is like it's not even like Chris is a nobody. Like your man gets like 1 and 2 million views. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, definitely.
You know what I mean?
But you know, they added like some of these guys are like. They good, you know what I mean? They're established with their comedy, you know what I mean?
Sure. So stop biting. You know what I mean?
Corny, yo.
Yeah, man. Stop biting, man. We're gonna call you out, man.
Word. Corny.
Hey, so what are the TikTok challenges you guys seen? Because I'm not too familiar.
Yeah, I don't know no other challenges other than the Corona challenge.
That's about it. On TikTok, I just seen a lot of like 5G stuff though.
Yeah, we going back to that 5G stuff, man. So a lot of people are saying that the radiation is going to cause sickness.
Well, some people claim that that's already happening in China, right?
Yeah. They're trying to say that's what the issue is and not the coronavirus. Some people saying that too.
Yeah, because they have radiation causes similar kind of symptoms, right? But then what people who study radio waves and all that, right? Because I don't know, right? Like I won't know unless I study into this, right? I don't really know radio waves and how radiation works, you know what I'm saying? But according to people that are saying that this is what's facts is that this is a non-idealizing, something like that.
Ionizing?
Correct. Ionizing.
Ionizing, meaning that
ionizing.
How you say it? Just say it for me.
What he said.
Yeah, whatever he said. That word, right? You my autocorrect right now, right? Basically that it doesn't affect you with radiation. It's
ionizing.
That does affect you with radiation. So they say 5G is, you know, that we have radio waves and stuff like this, and it doesn't affect your health according to them. But other people are saying that, you know, I don't know. It's just like a battle. Like some scientists are saying, yeah, some people say no. I mean, what do y'all think? What do y'all hear?
Well, I'll let y'all start. Yeah, I'll leave me till the end.
Well, this dude always like leave me to the end.
Right. And then don't say nothing but 2 words.
He always want to have the last word.
Yeah, but don't say nothing. Then you say 3 words. That's it.
Nah.
People
I'll take you
go.
to school.
People going crazy. They on some. This is gonna cause cancer.
Yeah.
Gonna cause diseases. You're gonna grow an extra finger. Like it's crazy.
I seen an interview last year. There's this channel called Valuetainment. And they had this Brigadier General Robert S. Spalding, and he talks about the threat of 5G. And he talks about China and stuff like that. I think I don't remember what presidency he was working under, but he basically was assigned to like working in China. The dude went to go live in China. He learned Chinese. And so he understands their culture a little differently. And he was just breaking down like how much of a intrusion 5G is, right? So you could just be like, get me a car, and a car will pull up, won't even ask you. You know how like Uber is like, yo, Jimmy, you order Uber? All right, you know what I mean? And you kind of match the faces, like, nah, like the joint will already know that it's you based on the 5G, your phone and whatnot. You walk into a store, you don't got to come out the pocket, you know what I mean? Because it just automatically pays. Like, it's convenient, but at the same time, like the surveillance is like crazy. So what this dude was saying was that we were at war with China because they own the technology, right? Like they're the ones who spearheaded it. I think they predicted something like, I want to say it was 2020 that they would launch it in 2020, and everybody else was saying like 2030. And so that's why we were kind of trying to spearhead 5G so that we can use our technology instead of allowing China to implement their technology into our country, because then that means that they would have all that data on us, you know? So that was pretty interesting. You know, I didn't look any further into that until recently. Like I heard that Trump passed a bill. I haven't read the bill yet. I'm not familiar with the bill, but it's definitely something that I want to look into now, just based off of that interview that I heard.
Okay, so I saw that video because you posted
Which one?
it. The one with the dude, and he talks about how in China 5G.
Oh, okay, yeah. Because I think I posted two, but yeah.
Yeah.
So basically, there's privacy issues.
Privacy issues,
right?
Is
like they're gonna be able to detect everybody and kind of
wherever you at. Oh, you see, they're doing it now. I think who is it? Some country is tracking people who have coronavirus. Did you guys see that?
No.
Oh, there's like a facial recognition or something like
that. They're basically
China.
They're tracking it on your phone, like basically the movement based on your phone. So like they can
tell. Yeah, I saw that. I just don't remember what country. Was it Indonesia?
I don't remember, but you know what I'm talking about.
Maybe I know what you're talking about.
We'll put it in the show notes.
Yeah.
For people.
What's that like?
But check it.
You're in the area, and then they can realize, oh, you're in a heavy coronavirus area.
Nah, they could tell like if people are moving in the area based on their phones because of the GPS and stuff like that, and the pinging of the towers. So like they know if you're really self-quarantining in a specific area, or if people
so technically even now they can
do that, right? No, that's what I'm saying. That has nothing to do with 5G. Yeah,
okay.
They're doing that now.
Yeah. I mean, there was a carrier that already came out with a report saying about 96% of their subscribers, they noticed how they were locked onto their home tower for an extended period of time. So they know, like, okay, people were staying home and they weren't moving. So this whole 5G thing, right? I've heard it for 4G and I've heard it for 3G. The same story. That this is going to cause cancer. Yes. So, so Asia has always been ahead of us when it comes to
technology,
the mobile networks, right? Mm-hmm. It is said that South Korea has the most advanced cellular network in the world. Like what we have is completely crap.
Yeah, they got Wi-Fi in their trains already.
Yeah, they got Wi-Fi, all of that. They got superior 5G. They have superior 4G, LTE. So you know, back in the day when you had GPRS, then you had Edge, then you had 3G, then 4G, and then 4G LTE, and then 5G. Don't get confused. Some of these carriers, they'll put 5G on your phone, but you don't have 5G. They just
I'm breaking it down right now.
Yeah.
Take notes.
Yeah. So when it comes to 5G, um, obviously they are radio waves, right? That bounce back from your local tower or whatever tower you're going from to your phone, which has which will have the 5G radio. So I'll talk about how your phone currently has 4G LTE. If you have a newer phone, you know, if your phone says LTE on the top, then you have a LTE chip.
Mhm.
So those radiation, well, the airwaves that travel from your phone to the tower as you're moving around, they are, like Switch was saying, non-ionizing, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they're not gonna affect you as if you're, you know, no more than what you would get in like an X-ray or something like that at your doctor. It's very, very minimal. Um,
But isn't it like is okay? So let's use that example. But the people who do X-rays every day, they protect themselves because it's excessive amount. So if you're
Correct.
carrying a phone with you every day, wouldn't that be considered an excessive amount of?
But it's not transmitting as much as you would think that where you need to protect yourself. And
Okay.
obviously, I mean, again, you take this with a grain of salt.
Mm.
The government may not have the best interests, you know, for you, but this is obviously regulated. You can't have a certain amount of signal being pushed through from your cell tower to your phone that will cause issue, you know. Same thing goes with your car with Bluetooth. Bluetooth is everywhere. Same thing with Wi-Fi signals. That's why you kind of have the two bands on most routers, where you have 2.5, which is what everybody uses. If you still
Right.
use a phone, a cordless phone, and a microwave, you know,
Mhm.
and then you have the 5 gigahertz, but that's not 5G. So anyway, with the 5G and that video that you posted, Jimmy,
Mhm.
um, yes, that is kind of how 5G is supposed to work, where you can handle a lot of data. Um, but I think like the whole Uber thing and knowing that it's you, I don't think that's so much 5G. I just think that's the technology that's being powered or
By
being able
5G.
to be used by the 5G,
Got you.
you know?
Because
Mhm.
now you have this speed which is faster. So now
Correct.
everything in technology is going to be faster, pretty much.
Correct,
Right?
correct. So now you had the wave of, you know, 3G to 4G LTE and then LTE, which created like all of these apps that we use now, which are able to transfer so much data at the same time, you know, and relatively fast. And then when you get to, you know, 5G, there's only one carrier right now that has nationwide 5G, and then the other carriers have just like bits and pieces of certain cities. And then they'll get like downloads up to like over 1,000, which is a gig, you know. So you can download a movie or however the dude was saying to Netflix, you know, 2 to 3 minutes, you know, a whole full movie
Right.
on 5G. Um, so that's why I say the whole 5G causing cancer and all this other stuff. You know, I don't buy it because I've been hearing it from way before. You know,
Heard it already.
yeah. So been there, done that, and
So
it's
But
you're
gonna be the same
saying
thing.
they were saying pickles can cause cancer, right?
Really?
Yeah, there was a article I was reading on it, and they were like, you know, can it cause cancer? Yes, but it's like there's a lot of different things that they put out and say, oh, can cause cancer, but it's not.
Right.
You know,
so
I guess there's not enough information to say yes, this is definitely going to cause cancer.
But
Like
yeah.
my microwave, does that cause cancer? Like if I'm
I mean,
eating,
I don't have a microwave in my house. We got rid of it.
Word?
Yeah,
we're gonna talk about that.
we don't
So
use it.
you telling me 5G isn't gonna turn me into a superhero? I'm not gonna turn green, have extra powers.
I don't think so. No.
I'm
Mm.
trying to figure out some switch. You just going around eating pickles though?
Ooh, pause. Pause.
nah, man, I just
Say
read.
la.
They were just basically making the point that even pickles is considered cancerous, but you know we don't.
I mean, they say the same thing about bacon.
Yeah, you know what? My thing. Well, it does, but my thing is,
But it's delicious.
But what's up with microwaves, man?
but
Is there something I need to know about
it's,
microwaves?
it's swine though. It's a
Yeah,
swine.
yeah, it
You know
is
what I mean?
swine.
It's you know the
But you don't,
Torah.
you don't eat
Yes.
panin?
This is
the word of God.
This is my switch impersonation. The Torah says,
But
I mean,
but
but the Torah says, um, Man, my whole concern is like whatever, man. You want to have 5G, you know what I mean? You want to get cancer if it gives you cancer or whatever. My whole concern is the privacy joint. You know what I'm saying? Like that's my main concern. And like, do I got
But that would
options?
be
Like, yo,
that would
dog,
have
like
to.
I
Yeah.
don't want that 5G. Give me my 4. I don't want to upgrade. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I don't want all my stuff wherever.
I mean, listen, China is a whole different animal when it comes to the U.S. So privacy is non-existent over there.
Oh, you think we got privacy here?
I mean, but not to that extent where they have cameras all over. You know, what did the dude say? Is that for every 2 people, there's how many cameras? I don't remember, but there was like a bunch of cameras in China.
You got more cameras than hospital beds.
Yeah, that's facts.
So,
and by the way, don't forget that Donald Trump extended the Patriot Act and the NDAA.
What?
While you were sleeping.
What are you talking about? Yo, that's another episode.
That's another episode.
While you were sleeping.
I will say
this is where I talk about privacy.
I've always been the dude that didn't care about privacy, right? I'm like, whatever, they want to watch me. But after watching this 5G stuff, I can see how it's concerning. It's concerning privacy.
Right.
Not that like I have anything to hide, but just the fact that if things were to get crazy for us, right, as saints, they got us, right? There's no like, hey, yo, I want to catch these Christians. Like, they already got us. Like,
trying to have church, right?
You know what I mean? You're done. Like, there's no escaping it, pretty much. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And so,
take me, Lord.
Yeah, I mean, you know, that's the kind of attitude we should have. But it is concerning that we are in that direction where it's like, okay, I can see how, you know, times and things can play out with this kind of information that's going around, you know?
Right. Yeah,
I mean,
man.
the privacy issue, we're the ones that giving all the information. You know, unless you're going to go Eric Snowden.
But that's what I'm saying. We have no
carry a phone.
We have no choice.
Yes,
but
you do have a choice.
I don't know, dog. I don't know because
you don't think you have a choice.
Listen, hold on.
You have a choice?
Chill. What I'm saying is that you're saying like we giving away this information, but we were giving away this information for a long time without knowing that the government was tracking this information. You know, we assumed a certain level of privacy, not knowing that, you know, that the NSA was collecting data on American citizens until Eric Snowden came up and was like, yo, this is what the government is doing. Up until that point, like if you ain't got nothing to hide, okay, cool, you ain't got nothing to hide, but why is the government then making moves in secrecy? You know what I mean? If everybody's supposed to be open about what they're doing and we're supposed to trust each other and I ain't got nothing to hide, then why is the government doing this sort of stuff like
good point
secrecy? And then when somebody whistleblows and says, yo, this is what they're doing, now they're considered a traitor. You know, like how is he a traitor if he's just spitting facts?
And what I mean by we don't got no choice, I mean you have like if I walk outside without an ID, you know, I get thrown into jail. You know what I mean? You're
That's
John Doe.
thing.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like you have to give some sort of information. If I want to apply for, like right now, right? I'm gonna start collecting unemployment, right?
Hey.
Or furlough. You know what I mean? Unemployment money, baby.
Hey.
But furlough,
unemployment.
Right? Like I have to give all this information, where I live, my social, all these things. So it's like I have to give that up. If I don't, I'm not gonna get money. You know what I mean?
Right.
So that's why I say that.
So you're saying that it's cool to give the government all your information, all your data, every text message that you send, privately to your wife or to your family, every search result, every website that you go to, every like on Instagram, that the government should have access to that?
No, I didn't say that. I'm saying that I was answering Jay.
Right.
Jay was answering, well, how is it that you what was it? What was your question?
Choice.
Like
your choice.
How is that your choice? Yeah, that's what I mean. Like I have to give this information.
Yeah, and that's the thing is that we don't have a choice because I guarantee
there is no choice.
I guarantee you, if we had an option, just like when you know you sign up for Google or Facebook or something like that, and you read the terms of services, and the government did the same thing and was like, okay, you're gonna give us all this information, everything that you do on the phone, everything that you do on the computer, we're gonna log it and we're gonna keep it in a data center in Utah. Right, you have to opt in. I bet you 9 times out of 10 Americans would opt out. You know what I mean? Like if it was an option, I guarantee you, you know, because nobody wants to give up that type of information, man. You know what I mean? Like we we private with our own folks. You know what I mean? Like we be like, "¿Qué te importa?" You know, we're like when somebody asks you something, but then with the government, we let them know all the business. No, we let them know all the business because we ain't got no choice, bro. Like
Dude.
every day they sending me like a postcard, a letter, like you have to do this. It helps, and get out of here.
I got it
Come
on
by
IG,
law, by law.
Facebook.
Not
Dude,
giving you
somebody
nothing.
texted me
No,
asking me if I completed it, and I was like, "How did you get this number?"
Yeah, right. Who is this? New phone. Who
Yeah,
is?
and you know what the response was?
What's that?
Hey, we want to make sure that you fill it out so that way we can get that allocated the right amount of money for the state of
Bag.
New York. And I was
Right.
like, but how did you get this number? And I never got an answer back.
Oh, you got to be careful because now they're sending fake checks.
For the census?
But does it have money
No,
behind the account?
for the
What you mean? The Nigerians are
Oh,
like,
for the
I'm
sti-
the,
for the
I'm the
stimulus?
king. I'm
for
a
the
prince in
stimulus
Africa.
package. Yeah,
You're talking about the census, boy.
No, but I'm saying they're sending those stimulus fake checks. Supposedly, I saw an article. I'll
for
drop it
real?
in the chat room. Probably expound on it another time.
But yeah, the census thing, man, I'm getting stuff. The mailers, like you said,
Mhm.
man, I
got
saw a
mailers.
Sesame Street commercial about it.
Nah.
Oh, what is going on?
Yeah. They're going hard.
They programming.
Hey man, I'll tell them straight up. Look, man, that joint is delayed, man.
Right.
Everything's
It's on
delayed
furlough.
right now. Everything's extended right now.
Oh, it's
Yo,
wild.
bad times is
knocking on your
hard. Coronavirus. You gonna have to get at me later, dog.
So is the census mandatory?
Yeah.
Like you have to fill it out?
You
I
can
thought it was
get fined.
voluntary. I thought it was voluntary. Word?
Oh, I think you get fined or jail.
It said required by law on the letter. I mean, I have
Are you for real? I never knew that.
I never did it before. If it was by
Nah,
law,
you-
Bro,
I
hey,
never
hey,
did
take
it.
that back, bro. Don't say that. If
did.
there's a penalty, if there's a penalty for that, you,
You
don't want to
did.
say that.
oh well, I did it.
You just don't remember.
Yeah, you don't remember, bro. It's because you know
Exactly.
you were
Is it
young.
every
a while
year?
ago.
Do they do
Oh,
it every year?
Oh, it's not
Every
year.
8 years.
Oh,
Every
8
8
years, no?
years? 4 years?
10 years?
4 years.
Well, census
10
is
years.
10. It's 10. Seriously.
10.
Come on, guys.
I'm
10 years.
sorry.
That Bronx education.
okay. Well, then you know what? Maybe because
I'm not
10
in the
years
Bronx.
ago-
I'm in Dutchess County. Right?
maybe because 10 years ago I didn't have my own place, so I don't know.
That's what it is. That's what it is.
Yeah.
I was old enough.
Yeah, nah, they going super hard. They're sending mail on my IG, on the top of my IG. The first thing, do your census today.
Yeah,
You going
what is-
Google everywhere? It's like, what the heck?
What is up with that?
They're spending mad bread, huh? We need to do that type of advertising.
They hire them
Yeah.
$25 an hour
Wow.
Census?
for the census, yeah.
Bro,
Yeah.
who gonna be knocking on doors right now with coronavirus, asking people how many folks you got in the house?
Exactly.
What?
Señora, ¿cuánta gente vive aquí?